Welcome to r/Offmychest, where OP's boyfriend is giving off major serial killer vibes. Our next Reddit post is from County Rare. Last month, I sat in a courtroom and watched my best friend get sentenced to 20 years. He's 29, and now his life is over. I saw his mom collapse into his dad's arms, making a sound that I've never heard a human being make before. I saw the empty, hollowed-out faces of the family in the front row whose lives he destroyed. My friend killed a mother and her daughter. He'd been at a barbecue telling himself that he was fine to drive after having a few too many beers, and we all just let him. He was a good guy, coached his nephew's Little League team, was the first person you'd call if you needed help moving a couch, and volunteered at an animal shelter. He did everything more or less right. But for one night, he was stupid and selfish, and none of the good stuff mattered. If one of us had just taken his keys or wrestled him for them, that mother and daughter might still be here. We can't know for sure, but you might find out. Is your friend slurring their words? Are they acting a little too confident? Take their keys! An awkward argument can be had. A friendship can be strained for a night. A $20 Uber ride can be paid for. You're not going to undo a car crash. Are they a good person? Have they never done it before? Are they just going down the street? It doesn't matter. Take their keys. Our next Reddit post is from Puzzle-Headed Gene. This all happened in a matter of seconds. At first, me and my best friend were pretending to fight. I underestimated my strength, started choking him, we started falling backwards, and he lost his balance. I held onto a table near us, and he fell onto the concrete floor and hit his head on the side of a bench. The next morning, he felt sick and said that he wasn't coming to school or going to the gym with me. He kept me updated during the day, and after a morning of suffering from headaches and nausea, I encouraged him and begged him to go to the hospital with his mom. I gave him permanent brain damage. He has vertigo now. No one except him, his girlfriend, my partner, and I know how he fell. My buddy used to be an almost professional dancer and really physically active. He can't do that anymore. I ruined his life. His girlfriend wants to tell his mother and press charges. My partner is scared of what she might do. My buddy says that it's not my fault. He says it was an accident. He says everything's okay and that he doesn't mind. He says he's going to leave dancing to focus on college anyways, and that, if anything, it just helped him focus on his career. He says we're still best friends. Nothing's changed that. And over anything that anyone says, he forgives me. I'm dying inside. I can't deal with the guilt of looking at his girlfriend and knowing I screwed him up. I can't deal with the pressure of a potential criminal record breathing down my neck. I can't deal with knowing that I hurt one of the most important people in my life in an irreparable way. My buddy is defending me with all his might and soul because it was an accident and it's okay. And I don't deserve to have my future ruined just because of an accident. I'm starting to think that I don't deserve a future at all. How does one even overcome this type of guilt? I don't know if I want to keep going anymore. I have a partner who loves me, and I don't think I'll ever take my own life, but I sure as hell know I don't deserve to keep going. And if I could, I'd give anything for this to have never happened. Our next Reddit post is from Odyssey's Kitten. So, I was a mistake. My mom and dad were dumb idiots. Mom mostly raised me because my dad tried blocking her. After a while, he was in my life and paid child support. He got married and had 2 more kids the right way, and my stepmom Hildy never let it go how much better she was than me. How she and her kids had clothes from nice stores and not Walmart, and how they didn't have time to include me in the Christmas card picture. Plus, I wouldn't have a nice enough outfit, so oh well. One of their kids, my brother, came out as trans a bit ago, and Hildy seemed very supportive. Apparently not. She's been drinking a lot and gaining weight. She lost her job, and I found out because she called me ranting in the middle of the day, saying that she lost her daughter, and that, I should have transitioned instead of him. It was so bizarre, and I told my dad that he needed to deal with it. He tried telling me that he wanted her to get therapy, but honestly, I don't care, except I don't want her to ruin my brother's lives. Apparently, she picked one of them up from school and smelled like wine. She's been so horrible to me my entire life that I've known her, most of it. And I don't care that she's unhappy. I've enjoyed watching her burn out. Yeah, I feel bad for my brothers, but this woman treated a literal child like trash because she hated my mom. She came to my bridal shower wearing a white dress that she couldn't even zip up the whole way. When people mentioned it, I just shook my head and ignored it, like she would do when people would point out that my jeans were too short that one time. And in front of everyone, she said she refused to spend their family's money on clothes for me since my dad paid child supports. Whatever, I don't care. She deserves her life and my dad deserves his marriage. And I'm clearly not a good person for laughing at all this, so I guess I retroactively deserve my childhood. The only victims are my brothers. OP, it's okay to be petty. And being petty doesn't mean you deserve child abuse. Our next Reddit post is from a father still. Our daughter is nonverbal, wheelchair-bound, and fully aware of everything around her. She's always gone to school because we wanted her to have friends, stimulation, and as normal a life as possible. One year, she suddenly became withdrawn and depressed. We checked the school several times, and every time she looked fine, with other kids, doing activities, or outside during recess. We assumed the problem was medical or emotional. When summer came, she bounced back, and we had no idea why. Then, while shopping for supplies for the new school year, we ran into the teacher's aide from last year. After we talked for a few minutes, she became upset and said that she needed to tell us something. She said she couldn't live with herself if she stayed quiet. Our daughter had been left in the corner of the classroom all day. Wheelchair brakes locked so she couldn't move. She wasn't allowed to join other kids for art, music, or group work. During recess, she was pushed outside only sometimes, and when she was left alone by the wall. The teacher hid all of this from us. Whenever she saw us coming, she rushed our daughter into the middle of whatever activity was happening to make it look like she was being included. The aide was emotional while telling us. I stood there shaking with rage. My daughter was abused right in front of us, and we never saw it. We immediately transferred her to a new school, and I told the entire administration exactly what had happened. I told them plainly that if anything like this ever happened again, I would sue the district and every individual responsible. Our daughter's new teacher had tears in her eyes as I explained what had been done. She promised to protect and include our daughter every day, and she kept her word. She's still a friend to us this day. What still haunts me is that if I hadn't had resources, connections, and a loud enough voice, the system would have buried this. Families without resources get steamrolled. It happens every day, and nearly happened to us. Down in the comments, someone pointed out exactly what I was thinking. The teacher's aide is a required reporter and needs to be fired. True, the aide and the teacher should be fired. Our next Reddit post is from Busy Maintenance. My wife had a one-night stand, and now she's pregnant. I'm sure the kid is not mine, and she can't go through with an abortion. I'm totally frustrated. So I'm a 31-year-old guy. My wife is 30, and we have a 2-year-old daughter. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. We've been married for 4 years. I'm from India, and here, divorce and paternity laws are a bit different. A few weeks ago, I found out that she had a one-night stand with a random stranger. When I found out about the affair, she was 12 weeks pregnant by then. After some calculation, I got to know the time that she conceived was the time that I was out of town on a pharmaceutical convention in Mumbai. This is how I found out about the affair. I lost my phone at home, so I took her phone to call mine. That's when I saw a conversation between my sister-in-law and my wife. My wife said, "I don't know if the kid is his or not. I just wish the kid is his." And my sister-in-law said, "If you don't know the biological father, just keep it a secret and let him think it's his." After seeing this, I confronted her, and she broke down and told me the truth. She swore up and down that it's the only time she cheated. When I told her I didn't believe her, she gave me all her login credentials to her accounts to check. After some back and forth, I told her to move in with my in-laws. And I even told them about her affair. It's been 3 weeks and I haven't talked to her. We're communicating via my father-in-law only. The previous Sunday, my father-in-law scheduled an abortion appointment for her, but the doctor refused to do the procedure because it's a high-risk pregnancy. After learning that, I scheduled a nip test just to do the DNA results. I'm frustrated and angry at the same time. Just venting here. OP, spend less time venting and more time divorcing. Our next Reddit post is from Lanky Verification. A few months ago, my aunt passed away and left me $200,000. It was completely unexpected. She didn't have kids and we were close, but I never imagined something like this. And ever since, I've been lying about my financial situation, telling friends and family I'm still broke, still struggling, still living paycheck to paycheck. Because the thought of people treating me differently terrifies me. I've watched money destroy relationships. I've seen how quickly people feel entitled to what isn't theirs. I don't want to be judged for every purchase. I don't want to be seen as a piggy bank or a financial safety net. I don't want the guilt trips. I don't want the resentment. So I'm sitting on this giant secret. It should feel like security and relief, but mostly it feels like isolation. I can't talk to anyone about the stress of managing it or figure out how not to screw it up. If I make a stupid decision, I suffer alone. If I make a smart one, no one can celebrate with me. Last night, I was playing a few rounds of Jackpot City and just kept thinking about how messed up it is that something meant to help my life is making me feel more alone than before. People say that money makes life easier. Maybe it does, but it also complicates trust. And right now, telling the truth feels like opening a door that I can't ever close again. I wish I could be honest, but I'm scared of what honesty would cost me. Well, OP, I agree with you. Step 1, don't tell anyone. Step 2, stop gambling. I don't know what Jackpot City is, but it cannot possibly be good for you. The only thing worse than giving all your money to your family is giving all your money to a casino. Our next Reddit post is from Altruistic Sky. I don't even know how to say any of this. I'm a 26-year-old woman, and I just found out that my 28-year-old boyfriend, the person I've loved for over 5 years, has been touching himself to Gore videos. I caught him red-handed, and I can't stop replaying it in my head. This is a man who's always been so sweet and gentle, unlike anyone I've ever met before, like genuinely kind to his core. He won't even kill spiders, he just traps them in a cup and puts them back outside. He's sweet, caring, patient, soft-spoken, literally has never even raised his voice at me or made me feel unsafe in any kind of way. Yesterday, I walked into our office really late at night, and at first I thought that he was just gaming or watching adult videos, and I didn't even care. I figured, whatever, it happens. But it was Gore, the most disgusting, graphic videos of real people being hurt in the most brutal ways. And he was doing that while watching. I didn't say anything because what am I supposed to say or do in that situation? I just turned around and walked straight into the bathroom and cried until I felt like I was going to throw up. I wish I could unsee it. I can still picture the screen, the sounds he was making, and him sitting there like it was completely normal to be doing what he was doing. I don't think I've ever felt so sick in my life. I thought I knew him, and now I don't even want to be in the same room as him. I don't feel safe around him, and I don't know if that's rational or not. I can't touch him, can barely speak to him. I can't even look him in the eyes without feeling this sense of dread and disgust. Now my mind keeps spiraling. Like, what if this escalates? What if there's something seriously wrong with him? I mean, this isn't normal. This is sick. He's sick. I'm sitting here crying while typing this because I don't know what to do or who to talk to. I feel completely alone in this. I can't tell my friends or family because it feels too heavy, too gross, and grotesque to even say out loud. I'm scared they'll look at me differently or think that I'm exaggerating. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to pack my things and never come back, but I'm in shock and I can't throw away 5 years of my life, of the life me and him built together. I can't stop crying. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I just need to get this out somewhere because I feel like I'm losing my mind. Then OP posted an update. He definitely knows something is up, but I feel very unsafe being alone with him while confronting him about this whole thing, so I haven't brought it up. But it's getting late and I think that he's asleep. I've made the decision to leave him a note and go stay at my brother's place for the night, since I'm honestly horrified my boyfriend might do something while I'm asleep. Then another update. I stopped by our house a bit ago just to grab a few things, and it was awful. I went while he was still at work just to be safe. Some of my stuff was gone or ruined. He had tossed some of my clothes out, and a few personal items had been broken as well. Some irreplaceable and very sentimental items that he's very aware means a lot to me. I don't know if that was done in a fit of rage or just some messed up way to try to punish me for leaving, but it scared me a lot. I've never seen him act this way. I grabbed what I could and left right away. I'm going back to stay with my brother for now. He's been blowing up my phone, and I'm seriously considering blocking his number for the time being. People in the comments are pointing off that Jeffrey Dahmer, the famous serial killer, came off as meek and gentle. So just because someone seems like a nice guy doesn't mean they're nice at all. That was rSlash Off My Chest, and if you like this content, check out my podcast where I publish the exact same episodes. Also, hit that subscribe button because I put out new Reddit episodes every single day.